Hello, welcome back to Anh Tarot channel, and today we will also do another pick a card reading, and this pick a card reading is to answer the question, who has a crush on you? So if you're still single, or if you're wondering whether or not your crush has crushed you back, or you're just curious to wonder that whoever out there like has a crush on you but you really don't know, so this is the reading for you. So right here I have 4 different piles, and to make it for you guys to easier to choose, I have assigned each pile to has a different bracelet. So this is pile number 1 with the red bracelet with the little fish on it. Pile number 2 is this black bracelet with the ancient coin. Pile number 3 is some kind of jewels bracelet with metal on it. And pile number 4 is somehow is the bracelet but in a joker way. It has been like a pattern of many flowers attached together. So take a moment and pause the video right now if you want, and if you want to have a more in-depth private reading with me regards to this question, every information is in my description and you can contact me with all the information in there. So for now we will get started to our reading. So hello pile number 1, and for who of you have chosen this red and a little fish bracelet, here is the reading for you. So we have this card is about the situation that you guys are in right now, or destined to be, which is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So this is a situation that is just getting started, and you guys just know each other, or you guys just started to work, cooperate, or study together, start to get close to each other. So now we will see his best personality for you to recognize this guy. His best personality is 5 of stones and 4 of scrolls, or 5 of pentacles and 4 of swords in the traditional tarot. 5 of stones talking about someone who is really in need of material or even somehow mental, like feeling be left out, feeling never get enough about materialistic kind of things. And 4 of scrolls always talking about someone who is on their mind every time about something. It's like they just cannot easily get away that thinking when they really focus on that kind of situation but without any kind of solution. So I can see that he is a very thoughtful person who is always worried. It's like because he's always worried that he's been in a situation of 5 of stones, which is he doesn't want to be poor, he doesn't want to be lack of material, he doesn't want to be in a situation where he has to ask someone else to give money to him. And that's why it helps create the independence kind of personality within his personality through years. And that are very good traits, good personality traits in order to be successful in his career. And also we have the 2 cards that can describe the worst personalities of him that you can be detected is King of Pentacles and Strength. So because of that, he's very independent. He has the mindset that he doesn't like the fact that he has to ask for someone help or ask for someone else money. So he wants to earn it himself. So this can lead to a very materialistic kind of guy who is very down to earth, practical, and maybe do not really know how to be romantic or be emotional, or even do not know how to show his emotion properly. And also this kind of personality can easily lead to the kind of egoistic, where it will make his ego uh, bigger, and somehow people just cannot stand with that ego, and he can get very defensive for whoever has told him that he needs help, or whoever look at him with the weak eyes. He doesn't like to be seen as the weak person, and if someone like reacts like that, he's really feeling like offensive, and he can fight back with that person. And but of course with his ego, not with his logical mind. So, and I would like to ask, why is he like you? Why does he have a crush on you? And I got the answer is Knave of Wands and King of Chalices, or King of Cups. Why he's falling in love with you? Because you are a very kind of active girl. Your kind of vibe is very outgoing, friendly, active, and somehow doing some silly things. But those silly things he finds them very cute. It's like you're very pure. You're not fake at all, and you treat everyone as in your heart, as by your heart. You're never gonna have to fake up a mask. You just get along with people because you like the people, you love the people, and you are very social. Also with the King of Cups, he's very admire you because he cannot show his emotion that easily. So when he sees someone like you who is very emotional stable, and does not, you are not a kind of person who's afraid to get hurt. That's why you always treat people with sincerity. So very calm, very sincere, very romantic, and also very stable. And that's why he admires you, and he's suddenly falling in love with you. What is he thinking about you right now, or what he wants to do with you right now? Is Two of Cups and Six of Swords. So congratulations, he really wants to ask you out, because he feels like there's a mutual connection, mutual feelings between you and him, and he wants to get to know you more. So that's why he wants to take you out and to get into know each other. He's very willingly to do that. I think that in the short period of time he's gonna ask you out, about maybe 1 week. It's gonna be very soon, because it seems like he's already made up his mind. Advice for you to not make the situation become worse is, I have these two cards, which is Five of Water and Ace of Earth. Five of Water is talking about regretful, kind of negative vibe, and Ace of Earth is talking about a kind of investment, or get start to invest energy, material into something new. So I think that maybe you still have some kind of a affection by an ex, or in the past you have so many wounds already. So that's why when you start to get to know someone new, those kind of wounds start to dig up again, and it can affect to this new lover. So the past is in the past, just let it go, and put all of your focus on the new potential love, because looks very kind of potential. You two really cling with each other, and both of you are willingly to make it the effort to make this work. So there's no reason why you always keep obsessive about an ex, or afraid to get hurt and avoid this person. I have one goddess who has an advice for you, which is Mary, or miracles. Now I will read the message from Mary for you to have a clear advice. Have you stopped believing in miracles? Do you think they are only for others or doubted their existence? Have no fear, for the goddess Mary, Mother of Miracles, has a message for you. This is all about your mindset. This moment is an opportunity to turn things around, and it begins with your thinking. So, very clearly, that maybe because of those broken heart moments in the past that stopped you from believing in true love, believing in someone new that can truly make you happy. So that's why you try to avoid this guy, or you maybe not avoid, maybe you also like him, but just like not so much believe in this kind of situation. You have so many doubtful thinking, and and trust me, it's gonna make the situation worse, and you may miss the love of your lifetime. So just trust in your guts and just give it a try, and the past, let it sleep, and you will be fine. So that's all I have for you, part number one, and I hope you're doing well with the new person. He seems very nice. And if you want to be a more in-depth reading with me about this question, link in the description with all of my information. But for now, I will see you later in the next reading. And if you want to see more pick a card readings from me, don't hesitate to subscribe. And if this resonates to you, give it a like. And thank you for your support, Anand Tarot. Bye bye. Hello, pile number two. For who of you chose this black bracelet with the ancient coin? Here is your reading. So, who has a crush on you? So, the first card I will have for you is the main theme of your situation with that other person right now, which is past life relationship. You have known each other before. So either that you have known each other for a long time, or you feel like you have a connection of a familiar kind of vibe. Maybe in the previous life you already connected with this person before, and now you reconnect. That's why you have that kind of deja vu kind of mind when in the connection with this person. For now, I will tell you about their best personalities, which is the dreamer on a Knight of Mirrors, Knight of Cups, and the Star. Well, his best personalities really talk about he really know how to show you his love. Like, he doesn't have to hide it. He isn't shy about it. And also every kind of gesture is come from his heart. You may think a little bit childish, but that is how he's showing his sincerity for you. Those kind of behaviors who are maybe a little bit details, a little bit too much caring, and maybe too much protective, but it really comes right from his heart. And it's true, it's very sincere. So don't worry about it, whether or not it's true or not. It's really true. And the Star is like he seems like a very optimistic person, a little bit dreamy but also optimistic. In the worst case of scenario, he always think that there's always hope in the end of the road. So he's always think that tomorrow is gonna be a better day, and if everything is not okay yet, so it's not the end. He's the type of person who always think every ending is a happy ending. So that's also a one good kind of personality that can create the optimistic vibe in your relationship, because of course, admit it, nobody wants to be with a person who has shown the negative vibes all the time. And but besides that, his worst personalities is the World and Eight of Pentacles. So I think that he really has some kind of, it's like he's really he's not so much patient, he's not so much consistent, he's not he's very easy to let go of something or giving up on something when he thinks that he has poured enough energy energy, time, and his kind of thinking about it, but in the short term, but it doesn't result in the way he wants, so he's very easy to give up and move on. But sometimes give up and move on is not a best choice. Maybe if you are just a little bit more patient, you can come up with a beautiful outcome. But it seems like he's afraid of being in the negative vibe. That's why he's always want to see the hope, and if the situation is bad, he just want to get out of it. He doesn't want to keep trying about it and find something more optimistic. This is depends on the situation, but sometimes it really can harm your relationship, and even some of his outside relationships with his family, with his friends. And he is the person who is, maybe I really think that, who has a very high tendency to avoid argument and conflict. So why does he have a crush on you? We have 8 of jealousies and 6 of jealousies. So what he likes about you is you are a very clear person. When you love someone, when you really appreciate someone, you can sacrifice for them, you can be with them, you can like always make them happy. But if they are like treat you not well, and you know you deserve something better, or they cross your boundaries or limits, you can walk away without any hesitation. You can never look back, and you can never accept someone that is way below your your requirements, and also someone who treats you not respectfully. You never kind of the doormat. You always know your value, and that's why he loves about you. He very admires about it. And what is he thinking about you right now is the Emperor and Two of Swords. So he's really still in the phase of thinking whether or not should he try to do something with you, for example ask you out or getting to know you better. But his main intention with you is to protect you, but in a kind of too protective way. So that's how he loves. He's a little bit dreamy also, and he's easy to get jealous. But yeah, but he's still in the phase that he's not so sure about having something with you, because I think that you guys are not knowing each other that well. He seems like he's still on the clouds and doesn't know much about you, and that's why he's really in the mood of thinking whether or not to give this a chance. And uh, because he also doesn't want to sacrifice a friendship if it doesn't work. So I have the advice for you in this situation is 9 of Earth and Ace of Fire. So just love yourself, be yourself, and of course if you keep remaining, you're not a doormat to anyone, so that's a very good thing. Just keep that vibe going on. Never like compromise with something that cross your boundaries and limitations. Just be who you are. That's what he loves about you. And Ace of Fire is to be maybe you're a little bit kind of shy in front of social, but with him please become more open, more active, and maybe more fun, like just chill out and have a good time with him. Don't think too much seriously, don't be too shy, and just it's like turn on the green light to let him know what are you really thinking about him, and just to get to know him better. I have here is the goddess Danu Assurance, who is in your support to give you about advice in this situation. So Danu, these are days when you wonder if you're on the right track, if your dreams are valid, if you have what it takes to show up and shine. When this earth goddess appears, she is reminding you of the promise of new life. Just as fields are often left purposely fallow, perhaps this seeming dry spell of yours sorry, is really a preparation time. Under the ground of your visible life lies a stream of abundance that is feeding the roots of the seedings of your intentions, planted in your field of dreams. So just as I said, just trust your gut and be yourself. Don't change too much for anyone, especially with the one that you just know, and just maybe you should give this a chance. So thank you, part number 2. That is all I have for you. So if whoever of you wants to have a more in-depth private reading with me regards to this question, you can contact me with the information in the description. And don't hesitate to give me a subscribe. And if this resonates with you and you like the video, just give me a like. I thank you very much. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. For who of you chose this metal and rocks kind of bracelet, here's the reading for you. So I have a lot of cards right here, but each of the cards can build up to your full story. So here we go. First, I will try to see the mutual feelings. The connection between you two right now is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So this may be your crush. This may be your crush, or you just started talking with this guy for a few days or for a few weeks, and it's like you got butterflies in your stomach while talking with him. He makes you feel like very full of heartbeat, full of joy whenever his texts come, and it's just like some kind of attraction that you cannot get out of. So the more you get to know him, and you will find his best personalities is the Empress and Queen of Stones. So I have to say that this guy is a kind of guy, maybe he's a Taurus, because the Empress and the Queen of Stones are most of the time scream out the earth sign, especially with the Empress is the Taurus. So what does a Taurus guy need? Basic needs of a human: sleep, eat, hanging out at home, and just everything comfortable for him in this life. So he can be very practical, materialistic, but he's also like to sing. He's also like art, because Taurus is the kind of zodiac sign along with Libra, whose Venus is the planet of Libra and Taurus. So Venus is the planet about art, especially singing, dancing, anything related to music. So he's a very artistic person, who is very practical, who knows what to give to other people, what they really truly need. And he's not fake at all. He's not a fake person at all. He's very down to earth. He's very sincere also, and he's always treat people fairly, like never put someone in the privilege. And he's also very logical. Okay, so but along with that, you can easily find his worst personalities also, which is the High Priestess and the King of Cups. So but sometimes he can be very bossy, especially emotional bossy. It's like he's always when have an argument in regards to the love relationship, he's always let his emotional lead his behaviors and lead his words. And sometimes he can come across you as a very demanding, bossy, and some kind of a nagging person somehow. But in overall, he's a very emotional, stable person. But in just some kind of arguments, he may come up like that. So how does he have a crush on you? What did you do that make him fall in love with you? Is the Four of Cups and the Six of Wands. So it seems like you just get out of a relationship, or you just have a heartbroken moment, no matter what the situation. And he is maybe the best friend, or the one who is in this kind of time just know that you need know that you need a shoulder to cry on, and that's why he came to you. And and also he wants to help you to get over this kind of heartbreaking moment also. So, and you are like very, you are willingly commit to get over this heartbreaking moment. And you are also a strong girl, and also a feminine girl who is lived by her emotion, and but doesn't seem to like to show it exaggeratingly. And that's why he is so in love with you. You're very silent. I think that you are a very silent girl who just hardworking and just silently working until you get your goal, without any bragging, without any too much talking, without being talkative. And he's really like about that. Humble, quiet, feminine girl. That's who you are. And what is he thinking about you right now is Four of Swords and Ten of Pentacles. It's like he sees you as a very like he wish that you can be his supporter. If he's the manager, if he's the owner of one company, he really wants you to be the vice president or the vice manager, to come to that company and help him build an empire, because he knows that if he and you cooperate with each other, and you also very thoughtful about anything you do, you're a very careful person, maybe you are Virgo. So he wants it, so it like he wants to have this stable love with you. You make him feel very trustworthy and safe based on your logical mind. And also with your personality, like he's also love that those kind of girls who has that personalities also, silence, humble, feminine. And I have two cards for you to give you an advice to not make the situation worse. Is Four of Earth and Six of Earth. So, as I said about Taurus, if you know about Taurus, they're very materialistic concentration. That means they're very they're very care that how you spend the money and how you earn the money also. So you need to be a hardworking girl who's put money as her best and to get as much money as she can. But you also need to be the girl who can spend the money smartly. Smartly doesn't mean that you don't buy anything or you don't entertain, like you don't go hang out, you don't go to concert, you don't having a good time because you want to save money. He really thinks that life is short and you need to take all the time to enjoy your life with the basic needs. So he got to be eat good, dress beautifully, like taking care of yourself. That's what he consider as use the money smartly. You have to earn smartly and use smartly also. And yeah, and that's what like the advice for you, and it makes him really really in love with you also. But if you're not that girl, if you're not that personalities that I just described, don't change yourself to fit in. Maybe this is resonate to other people who has these personalities. If you don't, just let it fly. So don't ever change 100% of your personalities because of anyone. Just stay and be yourself, love yourself first. So, and for the goddess power oracle card, I have Iris as communication to give you an advice about this situation. So, here we go, Iris. You are facing a moment when communication between you and others may have become disconnected. As I said, he really likes that you are silent, humble, feminine, and just hardworking. But sometimes communication is key to solve a problem, to become a solution. So sometimes you need to speak up if you need to. Perhaps people are withholding information from you, are not being clear about their motives. Now is the time to ask for clarity and to get clear yourself. If you're sitting on the fence and are ambivalent about your direction, say that. So maybe you are having a crush with this person already, but you really don't know whether or not they reciprocate. According to the cards, Maybe they are not crazily falling in love with you, but they very respect you and admire you and have mutual feelings with you. So if you want to just address this person about this situation very straightforward, very clearly, and to see what happens next. uh, Otherwise you always gonna live in a foggy place, and maybe you miss a chance to be with this person, your crush. So thank you, part number 3, for coming here with me to listen to this reading. And if you want a private reading with me, every information you need is in the description. Give this channel a like, a subscribe if you really want to watch other pick a card reading. I do it every day. And if this video is resonates with you, give it a like, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 4. So for who of you chose this flower choker pattern bracelet, here are your reading. So I have a plenty of cards right here, but each of the card plays an element to build up to your story, and here we go. First of all is the card to talk about the connection between you two right now, is calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you two together. So there is a very important law in the universe which calls law of attraction. So if you want to attract someone that have the qualities or the personalities that you like, you have to become that person. So the more you, so if you're wondering that would he be the right one, just look at yourself. Would you be the right one for you already? If the answer is yes, so congratulations you. uh, this person and you right now maybe have a kind of vibe that is like starting to realize maybe this connection is more special than each of you think, but still in a very thinking phase, not a very clearly phase. So we will see what's next. So the best personalities that this person can be shown to you is Nine of Spirals and Page of Spirals. Oh, we're dealing with the fire sign here, I guess. So Sun in fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Nine of Spirals talking about like conducting and like gaining enough experiences and be prepared to wait for a new day. A little bit chaotic, but the more chaotic, the more experience, the more lessons you will learn, and the more it makes you stronger. The mind, which is Page of Spirals or Page of Wands, is talking about someone like very act fastly. They never procrastinate. They never take something to do for too long. They always want to get it done immediately, and yeah, and that's their best personalities. And they're very straightforward. It's like you're never gonna be doubtful about whether or not they love you or they have something with you. If they do something, it means that they really feel it. They are not faking anything at all. But besides that, we already being into find out which are the worst personalities of them, which is Knight of Wands and Ten of Pentacles. So maybe this kind of person, Nine of Wands, appeared 2 times. So this kind of person may be really kind of focused and easily getting burdened from his work life, because Ten of Pentacles right here. He's easily to get driven away by his working life, his career, and somehow he's easily forget about other relationships such as his family, his friends, and maybe even you if you guys become boyfriend and girlfriend. So that is something that you need to look out, because it can somehow frustrate you and can put your relationship into jeopardy. So why does he fall in love with you? Why does he even like you? Because 7 of chalices and 7 of swords. So both the number 7 appears here, so that's why you are a very kind of spiritual girl. You are a very spiritual person. You have so many choices. You are a very attractive one. That's why it's like you never gonna have to be stuck in one position that you are afraid that you are being single, because it seems like everybody wants to be with you. And I mean, and I'm talking about love relationships. This also means you have so much thing to worry about in your life. For example, your career, your social life, your network, your family, your friends, etc. That's why you're not showing yourself as a doormat or a dependent girl on anyone. You're a very independent, and there are a lot of nice things in life that you want to do, so that you're never be dependent on someone. You'll always be yourself, independent, like achieving your own goals, and that makes him very admire. And also you're always focused. You can do anything to achieve your goals. Very strong woman, I would have said. And what is he thinking about you right now is 6 of Cups and 7 of Wands. So 6 of Cups is talking about childhood, familiar vibe, kind of home. So maybe you guys are both coming from the same area, same birthplace, same company, same region. That's why you guys have a very familiar vibe with each other. It's like you understand the culture of each other, you understand the way of life. Maybe you also come from the same family background. That's why each of your problems and your behaviors, your reactions, you guys can be sympathized and understand very well with each other. And that's why he really wants to I really think that you're the type of girlfriend that he's really proud to bring home, to introduce to the family. But nothing serious, nothing about marriage. He just proud of you. He wants to show you around with his closest relationships. He's never getting afraid of it. And 7 of Wands is like he's ready. Maybe also ready to, like, he has made a decision that yes, you are a very perfect girl for him. You are a perfect girl for him. But he didn't I didn't see that he has any kind of specific plan into confess to you soon. So we'll see. We'll see how things develop. And the advice for you in this situation is 2 of Water and High Priestess. So you always have to be in your brightest state of mind, logical. Make the decision based on your logical rather than your emotion. And just you're gonna give your love by sincerity and mutuality, truthfully. Please don't ever fake about love. He can easily detect it, and maybe and because he's really focused on his career, so that's why he needs someone to build the home. As there's a sentence in Vietnam which is we call the man build the house and the woman build the homes. So he needs someone who can build the homes for him, make him feeling like he has a place to belong after fighting all the time in the battlefields called his career. And of course, if you want to go to work, he's obviously supportive about that, and even he can help you in your career. I see that you guys cooperate really well in the career and also in the home life, so that is a very good kind of vibe. But at this time, it's just because you guys doesn't know that much about each other. That's why everything is still in the middle of thinking phase. But I have an advice from the goddess Ma'at for you. Ma'at is the goddess from Egyptian mythology. She If you heard about the story when the spirit in Egypt died and went into the underworld, they always have to being take the heart out and being weighed with the Ma'at feather to see whether or not you are a good or a bad person. So Ma'at is the goddess of truth. So we will see what kind of advice that she would give to you. The law of karma states that everything comes into balance sooner or later, so trust that in the greater story of your life, all wrongs will get righted. The goddess Ma'at appears with her scales of justice and feather of truth to remind you that you are seeing only one moment in time. The balance of events tips both ways until it comes into coherence with the harmony of the universe. It's time to speak up if you see injustice in your world. Ma'at says in order for you to be truly free, everyone must be free. So in order to make this situation more transparent, and if you want to communicate clearly. Treat the people on based on how you want to be treated. So you can be the active person also. You can be the person who opens the mouth first and talking about this situation, whether or not you want to take this to the next level, or whether or not we're fine by getting to know each other first. No matter what, there's gonna be a clear communication needs to be happen. So I really thank pile number 4 for being here with me, and if you want to have a more in-depth private reading about who has a crush on you, every information to contact me is in the description, and subscribe my channel if you want to see more pick a card readings. And if this resonates with you, please give this video a like, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.